big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jones. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Fast motion from the offense. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They're facing a third down.
42 Spider. Roll it. Alert.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Bearcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, UCF 0.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Oh, he's looking to throw. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got his man on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Knights! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, in a second and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this third down.
Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Knights are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Quarterback moving. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The give to the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. Give to the fullback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
UCF 21, Cincinnati 14.
And they thought about a return. They thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Knights! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best player.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. And he breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
this is when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Cincinnati.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the...
Timeout.
Trying to get more points on the board before the break. This is hardly a surprise after converting their first two for... Try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Got a man. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He's going to pass. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
He'll take a shot. And the pass is intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. defense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Bearcats! And that one will give him the lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's going to pass on second down. Skips away from pressure. Caught near the sticks. It's Stokes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on.
And the ball is intercepted.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Working the middle, it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The punt unit.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got it. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
Cincinnati, 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here. Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the UCF offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCF.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Pressure coming. The Knights are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Trying to get to him. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ashley. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Coming after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The third sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Wants to throw on third. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He's got his man. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles it down at the 2.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Barges ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take...
Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
This time it's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Looking to throw at Sorsby. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Throwing right. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The snap sets up to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Knights! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays in this game.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UCF! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the defense couldn't corral it, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets some yardage and gets down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let it go. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Flips it out in the flat. Still running at the 40. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but It's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.